One last time for this week. Clio SoF from Imola, week 9. We are here with Split 4 Racing. The return of Split 4 Racing. So I'm looking forward to it. You know it by now if you've seen the last 2 races. We have no history for Split 4 here in Imola, so nothing to compare, like how was it the last time we were here. So we can jump right to the starting grid to see how qualifying went. And then we watch together Split 4. Are you ready? Alrighty, we are about to start Split 4. Red lights, green lights, and we are racing. And I think the start by the... I wanted to say it, yes, the car in P2 had not a good start. Giovanni Catalani. And we have a crash not even before turn 1. Williams and Bruin. That is one way to start a race. Welcome to Bottom Split Racing, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, we have to take a look at this one after the race. It is noted. But now let's focus on this. One driver has not started. So 15 cars are on track, with Bruin and Williams driving behind the field. Bruin not so much a second, but Williams 5.6 seconds away. I heard a slide and Paul Remnant, I think our race leader, the latest member of Our latest member of Missed Apex Motorsport slided in Piratella and caused to squeeze this field together. Talking about squeezing. Remnant, what is going on here? Guys, I'm still sick, you can't do this to me. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness! This is getting even worse! I have no clue to write down. You know what? I write down Piratella to Aqua Mineral and I think I know what I mean by that. Oh my goodness. Split 4. What was that? It all started with the race leader sliding through Piratella, slowing down as a result, the whole field getting compressed together through the Aqua Minerale to the Variante Alta chicane. So I think we can blame our race leader, and I just noticed the number of drivers in the pits. Is this an SoF record? At least since I am the official broadcaster. 6 cars in the pits. 5 of them actually tried to drive. Well, it certainly thinned out the field. Asha Franicola, highest rated driver in this race, 1487 P6. I was not ready for this, I have to say. And I apologize for the extreme coughing, but Oh boy! Franicola, he is behind Michael Pratt. Ooh, in the grass is not a good idea. Slow car, Alexander Molina through the Variante Alta. And Franicola on the outside. I don't know if this isn't a slowdown, my leg. Oh no! Oh no! Are you serious, Molina? Hold your brakes! I apologize for that scream. Ay, ay, ay. And Bruin! A race to forget for Thomas. So, what can we take away from this so far? Bottom split. Sometimes I say we expect mistakes, we expect slower racing, we expect this. But it is not an apology for everything that has happened in the first 5 minutes of this race. Pratt goes wide, Greenway stays behind, my voice is completely gone now. Oh my goodness, I tried to survive here. Let's focus on the race. Julian Rehberger leading the race 1 second. I think this was a slowdown for Michael Pratt. Yeah, this looks like a slowdown. Simon Greenaway in his Daniel Ricciardo inspired Renault livery. Looks good. I like it. Thomas Bruin and Giovanni Catalani. Catalani started in P2. Well, didn't turn out that way. The leading two drivers, 0.6 seconds between them. Pretty close. Then a bit of a gap, 3.7, 1.8, 0.8. So yeah, this is certainly a kind of unique race since I started to become the Clio SoF broadcaster. But after almost broadcasting 100 Clio SoF races, we were bound for something like this, let's be real. Andrei Semsky and Richard Inglis, if I remember, both of them did not qualify, started at the back, and now they are in P8 and 7. So they survived, literally. We now focus a little. I mean, focus, we are still far away from them. But we see that was an off track, Julian. I saw that. A second between P1 and P2. As we get these overhead shots for Piratella down to the Aqua Minerale. This Giovanni Catalani is blinking a lot. Bad exit by Richard Inglis, but side by side through Variante Alta. Okay, if we slow down to a crawl, yes, then this is absolutely possible. But hey, they are mindful of each other. Richard Inglis, 980 iRating, wobbly on the brake. Car looks unstable. Would love to see the battle for P4 now. Greenaway and Franicola, half a second between them. Less than that, in fact. Meanwhile, the gap between P1 and P2 is increasing. Franicola! And Simon Greenaway. Greenaway P4. Franicola P5. But in front of them 5 seconds, then another 4.2 seconds, and now 1.9, excuse me, between P1 and P2. Greenaway and Franicola keep fighting. Boy, I killed my voice with that opening. But don't blame me. Don't blame me. The only thing we can say, because after all this pandemonium, the race has settled down immensely. I mean, take a look at the minimap. It tells the entire story. Super wide gaps between the field for the most part. Like 4 and 5 are close, 7 and 8 are close. 11, 12 and 10 are somewhat close. Especially 11 and 12. But just look at all that space. Almost looks like a practice session. But no, this is the real race. Split for racing here. Greenaway and Franicola. 608 versus 1487. But Greenaway is doing a good job. Is doing a good job. 4 minutes left on the clock. Very mindful. Very, very mindful. But maybe also I will use the word scared. What do I mean by scared in that regard? Like, imagine you're Simon Greenaway. You are number 15 in terms of rating. You are driving on P5, fighting for P4. You want a good result. So you don't risk everything because you don't want to crash and suddenly lose an amazing result and drop down to 8, 9, 10, 11, wherever. So maybe this is part of it, that he is so mindful. Just a theory. Maybe I'm just too nice. All of these things can be true at the same time. Sometimes. Either way, we see the gap between P1 and P2 now 2.3 seconds. Between Julian Rehberger and Joseph Bosch. Then 3.4 seconds to Paul Remnant. One of the more familiar names in this race. I mean, we have a few names we know by now this season. Remnant, Pratt, James Moore, Thomas Bruin, Aaron Williams. So we are familiar with a good third of the field. And of course, I am familiar with our race leader because I know this guy for 12 years. We are getting old. Listen, kids, time is ticking. Doesn't stop for anybody. Speaking about ticking down, 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes. We are now in lap 7 out of 8. And Inglis and Semsky still. What is? I'm noticing now for the, not for the first time, the steering wheel inputs. I hope this is a faulty replay because Or is this like a gamepad? Oh boy, I don't know. I know that this was a mistake though by Andre Samskin. Inglis is through 980 iRating, now in P7. Would probably put him over 1000. Greenaway still in P5. That's an off track. We've seen it yesterday that getting too many incident points is definitely a thing. Oh, late on the brake, Greenaway! That was a bit too optimistic. Nothing really happened, luckily. There's a 5-second gap, and Aaron Williams fighting for P13 against Alexander Molina. But yeah, there's a almost 5-second gap between 5 and 6, so it was a mistake, yes. Wasn't too costly, luckily. Williams now in P13 and Molina in P14. Thomas Brewing gets past Giovanni Catalani, and Simon Greenaway now in P4. And if any one of you is watching, from the drivers here, word of advice, because I see it here with Alexander Molina, upshift at 5,500 RPM and thank me later. I mention it almost every single week in the bottom split, and there's a reason for it. It is the easiest and fastest way to gain lap time without changing anything else. Trust me, it is faster to upshift at 5.5 rather than 6.5. Sounds, oh, both of them go off. Franicola and Greenaway. Meanwhile, we are in the final lap of the race. Time has ticked down to 0:00, but we have to finish the lap, of course. And how often has this Catalani driver blinked? A lot. The answer is a lot. So it's... yeah, it is what it is. We can't change it here at the Autodromo Enzo Edino Ferrari. Our leading pack is now past the Variante Alto chicane. They are almost done. Julian now down to Rivazza 1. We don't see him. We will see him in a moment, I assume. Meanwhile, Inglis and Semsky still battling for P7. 1 and 2 are past Rivazza 2. And here they are. Julian wins his SoF debut. Congratulations. Joseph Bosch, P2. Congratulations. And Paul Remnant, P3. Congratulations. And battle to the finish line. Greenaway or Franicola. Who gets P4? It's Simon Greenaway. Excuse me. That is a nice iRating gain for him. Number 15 gets P4. What is it? 90 iRating? What would you say? I would estimate 90 iRating, which is a big jump. And now we wait for 10 to 14. Giovanni Catalani, who got past Thomas Brewin one more time. He finished in P11, even though his race basically ended at turn 0 after the incident with Aaron Williams. Like I said, we will take a look at it afterwards to see how it happened. Who was at fault? Was it unlucky? We're gonna find out, but now we wait for Aaron and Alexander. They are in Rivazza 1, Rivazza 2. Meanwhile, we see the sky of Imola, very nice, but a few racing scenes would be also quite nice because they are fighting for P13. And Williams stays in front of Molina. So these are the results. Congratulations. And what this means for the Split 4 standings, we are gonna find out in about a few seconds. Let's see you at the standings. And for the final time this week, we are back at the standings over at ClioSoF.com. If you want to take a look at them for yourself and the entire website as a whole, as it gets better and better and better and better, link is in the description. Have fun browsing the website. It is a gold mine of Clio SoF data. But now let's find our Split 4 participants together in the overall standings. Have I missed someone? Doesn't look like it. Where are you? Split 4. Thomas Bruin, P47. James Moore, P48 are two in the top 50. Congratulations to you two. Aaron Williams in 64. Paul Remnant 71. So yeah, they're here. You need 28 points for P100. Our race winner debut, 25 overall, 30 points, P96 for Julian Rehberger. Congratulations. And as we mentioned yesterday, we have 213 drivers in this list. And now if we take a look at the Split 4 standing, sorry. Close call. Paul Remnant, Adam Brockton, Kevin Van Lanker, Aaron Williams, Martin Gonzalez are the top 5. But the big question as we get this late in the season, as we're now in the last third of the season, only 3 more races, how often will we get Split 4? Spoiler alert, as the next week is in Misano, I think next week will be no Split 4 race, but I don't mind being shocked and surprised and wrong, simply put. Would love to see, but I'm not so sure about it. Brands Hatch? Well, maybe. I can see 4 splits in Brands Hatch. And then Manicure? I don't know. We will see. We will see. Anyway, let's scroll a little bit through the Split 4 Championship. Julian, our race winner in P14, together with the other one-time race winners and one-time appearer, Maurizio Costa and Ewan Topley. As we scroll further down, over 50, over 60, 70 drivers to be precise. And another name I see here at the bottom of the table, like I mentioned yesterday with Saint Quecca, Florian Lachner started the season in Split 4. We have now seen him in Split 2 action, so take Florian as an example. Good drivers get through the splits pretty quick if they stay to the car, and Florian is one prime example. I mentioned Zane yesterday, and who knows, maybe one of our participants will do something similar in the near future. This was Imola. I can already tell my voice is dying again. Next week we are in Misano. Have fun with the replay highlights. See you next week. I need to take a break.